His classmates were flummoxed, to say the very least. But Donnie continued, he never once ceased. I give gifts of wolfsbane and small shrunken heads, and wrap them in paper of deep blacks and reds. The plan worked out perfect, 'cause last Christmas Eve, coming down through the chimney, oh, would you believe, it was Frankie in person. He came for his friend. They promised each other their friendship no end. As he feverishly wrapped presents, he busted out verse with stories of Egypt and an old mummy's curse, with strains of Nefertiti and Nubis and Tut, the Sphinx and the Pharaohs, dates, figs, and nuts. It was Donnie this time who was grinning ear to ear. Maybe, just maybe, you'll need this next year. The bride blushed broadly, turning 6 shades of green. This had been truly a great Christoween. She grabbed Donnie's arm, in his hand she did put a stocking she made in the shape of her foot. He hung his bride's stocking right next to Big Frank's, his heart all aflame with Christoween thanks. Wolfie said, how you doing, kid? Me, I'm just fine. Is that your hairstyle or a black porcupine? Are those glasses or goggles for flying a plane? Man, those babies are huge. I'm talking insane. But Creature didn't laugh. In fact, he seemed sad. Not angry or mad, but sad just a tad. I'm sorry we got off on such a bad footing, but the truth of it is, I can only eat pudding. For on Donnie's phone, Santa's picture appeared. Then the moon monster suddenly lost all its fear. Arrived Ive why he's, Claus Termis love we. And it's then Donnie Druthers was starting to see. Santa answered the call and said, Donnie, hello. The moon monster chittered aloud, ho, ho, ho. She made a soft landing, the window closed tightly. Donnie asked sweetly, is this the part where you bite me? Oh, he knew of the legend, he knew of the lore. He invited a vampire, well aware what's in store. Soon the pool overflowed with the sticky blue fluid. Donnie said, get in, Nan, splash around, nothing to it. Nan was smart, she knew just what old Donnie was doing. She reared back a bit, took a run, and then flew in. And as she splashed round in the sticky blue goo, Donnie happily cheered, Nan, I'm starting to see you. His head was encompassed by a large glassy tank. It was full of seawater, somewhat murky and dank. The shark looked at Donnie and bent down a bit more, and some water from his head tank spilled on the floor. Have a great show with Wolfie, go and knock him undead. And with that, Zombie nodded. Then he got up and fled. But he stopped in the doorway, and in a very nice touch, sneered a smile right at Donnie and said, stink you very much. Donnie got all saddled up, put on his suit and yelled, Hi-yo, Snyder, away! He grabbed on tight and held. Then off they went just like a rocket, gliding to and fro. Snyder said, I'll weave some colored webbing while we go. Donnie and Dracula Tina went out to have a bite. Not a bite of the vampiric kind, oh, that would be a shock. No, this was just a little snack, chips, salsa, and some guac. She continued talking, so I wanted to get bit, you see, so I could live La Dracula Vida, live nocturnally. La Dracula Vida? Donnie asked. Please tell me, what's that mean? She laughed, to live the Dracula life and dig the vampire scene. The monsters all moved in to embrace the young lad, but Nan yelled, Stop, monsters, he's got something, it's bad. She held up her laptop so they could all see the screen. Look closely, my friends, and you'll see what I mean. It's the worst case of this illness that I've ever seen. He's got Mongolvadian Scourgicitis 13.